Hello there, and welcome to our ElevateU event for this time of year. Simply Refresh is our theme this time. My name is Merlene Austin, and I'm only one of the leaders who will be sharing some amazing topics with you to help you refresh yourself and those in your home this time of year. One of the first ways I think of refreshing yourself is physically, right? We only have one body, so it matters that we take care of it. Hydration is one of the first things I think about when I think about refreshing oneself. One of the habits I've had for a long time is filling my jar of water first thing in the morning and making it my goal to empty that by day's end. Now, I will tell you that I do add a little pinch of pink Himalayan salt, just a pinch. And why would I do that? Well, that pink Himalayan salt actually balances your electrolytes. It improves hydration. It actually helps your body absorb the hydration. It supports pH balance. It does a few more things, but we'll leave it at that for now. And so I hadn't quite finished filling this one up today. I literally fill that up to a full mark to drink my 64 ounces of water per day. So everyone in the house knows that is mama's water and leave it alone. And I take from that all day long. Now, the second thing, and this is still kind of along the lines of hydration, is I also heat up a cup of water. This is kind of like my morning hot drink now. I've gotten into this lately, and it literally does make me feel refreshed. And I love this brand, Medicine Flower. It is a food grade, strong essential oil of peppermint, okay? So this, I love, you might use a different brand, that's fine. I love this one for the food grade. One drop is literally all you need because it's that strong. I already smell it just from that one drop. And this is hot water, 8 ounces of water right there. And that is all I need in the morning. And that's like been my lately hot drink. And just to smell that causes me to stop and inhale more deeply. Just that smell, it opens your sinuses, it kind of clears your head a little bit. So something to consider, something to try. You are what you eat. You've heard that sentence before. We've all heard it, but my guess is you've felt it too, right? There's been a time when maybe you didn't make the best choices and your body let you know that the next day, or maybe even within a few hours of that choice. So, and this could be a whole college level class. We're not gonna go there, but let's go with the concept of 80-20. Our amazing friend, Amy Cadora, who is our guest speaker on Monday night, will be sharing some information with you, but I love what she says. She says 80-20. If we can focus our 80% of our choices on those healthy things for us. Life has celebrations, vacations, exceptions. That's the 20, right? That's the 20. So if we can focus on that 80%, we're doing ourselves a good favor. Pick one thing that you can do. Eat more greens. Pick one, walk away from as much sugar, pick one thing that you can do. And do that. Commit to one healthier step that you can do for your body. And then when you've kind of mastered that one, pick another one. Challenge yourself to take a step as to what you put in your body because it counts. Stress is another thing that our physical bodies handle, right? How do you handle it? What do you take or apply when stress creeps in? Because it's gonna happen, right? Do you pop an Advil? Do you eat a bunch of sweets? Or both? A little product I keep quite handy everywhere. In fact, I keep a couple of these. I keep one upstairs for evening if I need it before going to bed, or in the morning even. And I also keep one in kind of like my to-go bag. It's called the Norix Rescue Gel. My kind of car bag that's just with me when I'm out and about. So this is a roller ball, and you can apply to temples, behind the ears, back of the neck. I'm already smelling the great ingredients in this. Back of your knees, where you have swelling. Some of the ingredients are aloe vera, olive extract, rosemary, menthol, camphor, arnica. So what is that going to do? It's going to soothe and moisturize, hydrate, stimulate the senses because of amazing amazing ingredients to this. And the arnica has some natural anti-inflammatory properties. I'm gonna point out one more aspect on the physical side of self-care, and that's getting the amount of sleep that you need. You all know it, you've heard people talk about it before. Lay your head down on that pillow in time to feel refreshed in the morning. And when you do that, you might wanna pick an awesome pillowcase. We have some pillowcases that feel like silk. It has our famous anti-bac properties in it. I didn't know about pillowcases that there's actually a lot of bacteria in them because of dead skin cells, oils, sweat, saliva, whatever, coming off of there. So these have our anti-bac properties. I don't know if you can see the sheen of that. I love them. I love them. So they're great. Again, that's not going to help you get more sleep, but when your head is on the pillow, you will enjoy that sleep and feel refreshed. So that's the physical side of self-care, but we also have this kind of mental, emotional side of caring for ourselves to feel refreshed, right? Like maybe initially that sounds selfish, but many of us are busy moms, busy with career, keeping busy on social media, which sounds funny to interject there, but it can eat at us emotionally and mentally. Schedule some me time. Schedule some me time. Kids, work, friends, family, cleaning, shopping, social media, all of that fill every crack in our mental and emotional capacity if we let it. So literally schedule on your calendar an outing for yourself, a walk in the woods, lunch with your bestie, a phone call with a dear faraway friend, a woman's retreat, exercise, move your body, which is actually another whole point we could make under the physical, right? But when we do that physical movement, it helps us mentally and emotionally because we're holistic people, right? So schedule that physical movement in your day too. Even if you can only do it for 15 minutes in a day, it will help. It will help you. Another point in the self-care is be mindful of your self-talk. I kind of said, you are what you eat, but we are what we think too, right? So we think first and then act. Or to say it another way, our actions are a direct result of what we first think. So what are you telling yourself? I can't fill in the blank. I can't do that. I can't accomplish that. I can't pay for that. Or I'll never fill in the blank. I'll never be able to get that job. I'll never be able to afford that. I'll never be able to accomplish blank. If we think and believe those things, we act according to those beliefs. So watch what you're telling yourself because you're listening, okay? So how do we train? How do we train our thoughts? And notice I say train instead of try, because when you try, you'll be like, oh, I tried that, it didn't work. But when you have the concept of training, like an athlete training, you're in there every day training. And you're getting incrementally better at it every day. Are you going to be as good as, a marathon runner if you haven't started yet? No, we train. So how can we train our thoughts to be a little better every day? Post scriptures or quotes. A good quote where you can see it on your mirror, on your bulletin board, on your computer screen. Here's a quote I like. Being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. Okay, Roger Crawford. But search up online, find quotes that you like, pick something, put it somewhere where you can see it, memorize it, to commit it to your mind and have that be your self-talk, right? Another way you can train your mindset is recording some positive thoughts, positive truths, I should say, not just thoughts, positive truths about yourself in a gratitude journal or some similar type of journal. And if you come up dry, ask a good friend. Ask a friend to highlight a few traits that make you uniquely wonderful. I bet they see some that you don't see in yourself. And record those. And when you're having a bad day, go back and look at those to reaffirm who you are, who you uniquely are. We also have this spiritual side of us that we need to nurture and care for to feel refreshed in our spirit and our soul. And information out there is overwhelming about how attending a faith-based community can do just that, refresh your spirit and soul. I heard it said once that you need to know by sight about 75 people, by name and maybe one thing about them, 25 people by name and one thing about them, and about 10 to 12 people well to really feel like it's your place of worship. This is my church. Instead of going to the church I attend, this is my church. So that's kind of where you get along. Don't just attend, don't just try, kind of back to the try to train thing, but really jump in and get involved. Okay, morning quiet time, a gratitude journal, another way to feed your spirit and soul, right? Grab your peppermint tea and sit down, have that morning quiet time. Pick a study book to go through if you want, or that gratitude journal, and carve out that morning time before you start into a busy day. Another tip. Lastly, donate or serve with a cause that is near and dear to your heart. When we get out of ourselves, out of our own world, to where we are focused on others, often less fortunate, it can refresh our soul in ways that nothing else can. And lastly, we have social care. We are social beings, right? We totally are. Simple things you can do here. Something we've done for years around our house. For supper time, yes, carve out that meal to still have at least one meal a day together as a family. We have often shared our highs and lows, or just what was your favorite part of the day. So you could do, what is your high and low of today? Because then, we have downtimes too, and we're sharing the good and the bad, or what was your favorite part of today or least favorite part. A way to kind of get a glimpse of what's going on in your family members for that day. If you have a spouse, date night, definitely schedule that on the calendar once a month, at least put it on the calendar. And I'm going to say include a hug, a long, thorough hug. Years ago, my husband and I used to say, I kind of feel like our hugs are therapeutic. And we sort of joked about it. And then we got into some material and we literally found, I won't go into all the scientific definition, but hugs literally are therapeutic. They cause you to stop, they breathe deeper, get more oxygen in. So literally include that physical hug. And lastly, schedule an outing with friends at least once a month, maybe more if you can. Maybe it's a sport, maybe it's just dinner, maybe it's card game night at your house, a neighborhood barbecue, whatever it is, make sure you're scheduling some of that social time. So physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, care for yourself so you can refresh yourself this time of year and always. Thanks for watching.